Yo guys, what's going on? PerXP. In this video, we're going to be talking about why microtransactions could be the downfall to killing Call of Duty. Now, when I say that, I don't talk about it in the way of their revenue and the amount of money that they're making from microtransactions. Because guys, I can guarantee you that they're making at least double or triple in microtransactions than the game sells and possibly even DLC offerings combined. So I'm not talking about it killing COD in the way of revenue, but I'm talking about it killing Call of Duty in the way of its player base and the community as a whole. Because ever since Advanced Warfare, microtransactions have taken a turn for the worst and have really been a huge problem for the past 2 years almost in the Call of Duty community. And if they continue in Call of Duty 2016, then I can tell you Activision will lose a lot of its player base and therefore earn less money. So just for a quick recap of microtransactions in general. So they all started back in Black Ops 2 as far as I know, and back in Black Ops 2 it was just skin packs, just camo packs. There was no weapons that you could buy via supply drops or whatever. So it was fine, it was all cosmetic, which is what microtransactions is meant to be. Alright, so and then you fast forward a year later to Call of Duty Ghost. Again, still same thing. Just gun packs. You had some pretty cool voiceover packs like Snoop Dogg and a Drill Sergeant, which I thought were awesome. They were pretty cool, and it gave microtransactions some more flavor, but it was still cosmetic. It was nothing that you needed to have to play the game, because sometimes in Black Ops 3 I feel like that I need certain weapons so that I could compete with other people in the game. Because guys, I know that I'm not the first to tell you guys this, but the MX Grand is just way too damn good. Like seriously, that gun is a 2-shot kill and it has a freaking hella fast fire rate. Let me tell you that much. Alright, but yeah, so Call of Duty Ghost did it alright. Still all cosmetic items. Nothing too out of the water where you had to have it. Just still strictly cosmetic, which is what people liked about the microtransactions. And then fast forward a year later to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is when it started to turn to a crap fest pretty much. So back when Call of Duty Advanced Warfare launched, it was all fine. In order to earn these elite weapons and these weapons, the weapon variants for your beloved either HBR or BAL, Obscene Steed, or the AK-12 Ripper or whatever, all you had to do was play the game, grind the game to earn supply drops. And if you were a decent player, I say I earned at least one supply drop every half hour or so to an hour. So it was certainly easier to earn supply drops than in Black Ops 3. And then, so yeah, at first it was fine for Advanced Warfare for supply drops, and then I'd say about halfway through the game cycle, then Sledgehammer introduced advanced supply drops, which advanced supply drops were, as you guys know, pay to win, some people called it, because people who had the money to spend could obviously buy advanced supply drops and get a BAL, Obscene Steed, or a HBR Insanity without having to grind the game, and you were guaranteed higher tier loot than a normal supply drop. So that gave people an even more of an incentive to buy supply drops. Plus, on top of that, and this is the part that made me mad, they made weapons that were only available in supply drops. So you had to unlock a base version of a weapon in order to get that. Well, I mean, in order to be able to use that weapon. So that was pretty stupid, because they were just forcing people to buy advanced supply drops in order to use certain weapons. Like for example, they brought the MP40 back, the AK, the AK-47 pretty much. They brought back a lot of old classic weapons, but you had to unlock them in a supply drop first. So of course, you know, that made people mad. And then, you know, fast forward to Black Ops 3. At first, Black Ops 3 was strictly cosmetic. Treyarch Games said it would only be strictly cosmetic. And then you fast forward to December when we got our first black market update. You know, then they added some new stuff to the supply drops. And then they also added COD points, where, you know, guys, COD points is where you could buy COD points and you could buy, you know, buy supply drops or liquid divinium, pretty much. And then, so back for that black market update, it wasn't too bad because it was only melee weapons, so that was the same thing as a combat knife almost, and it wasn't that bad. And then in February, they added actual killing bullet weapons to the supply drops. For example, the HG40, and then, you know, MX Grand was one of the first, along with the Annex Shadow Claw. There were some more, I know that the Marshall pistol. So there were just a lot of weapons that weren't available to the general player base because there was a paywall, and that paywall being supply drops. And even, like, guys, I know that Activision makes the paywall behind supply drops so significant, and the drop rate for these weapons is insane, because I bet that you guys have probably seen, like, Team Martin or LA or whoever open supply drops, and they seriously have to spend at least $100 or more just to get like one or two weapons. And in one of Alier's openings, he spent like over, like, I think 200 pounds, he said, which is even more in American dollars, and he got the HG40 on his last supply drop. So if that doesn't tell you how crazy low the drop rates are, then I don't know what will. But also, there's been some movements that the community have tried to start to kind of move away from the supply drops, and hope that Activision will include it for 2016. And if you guys heard of the black market blackout, what that basically is from April 1st to July 1st. I don't know why it's for those 3 months, but anyway, people don't want basically the Call of Duty community to buy supply drops. And I know that won't happen because, you know, the big YouTubers want to make videos, and they can make the money back that they earn from the supply drops within that video. But yeah, so I hope that you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button. Please subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Yeah!